Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always said, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, it's Corral. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. K'Lavon Chaisson able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Corral looking to pass, second down. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Being chased out left. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Corral. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. First down. Here's Corral with it. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Here's Corral on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. On 3rd down, Corral. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Across the middle and into the hands of Ridley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To the air again with Corral. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal. Here's Corral. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. They go play action with Lawrence. Buying time to his left. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The Jaguars at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
46.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 1st down, Corral. He'll drop this down to Taylor. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Corral dancing to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
3rd down, Corral. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Corral to throw, 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd and 10, here's Corral. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Hayward. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That's taken on the 25. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, that's what everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change? Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. kicker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Corral with it, first down here. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Corral sets up play action. Steps away to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are back within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Right back to him on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 26. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Raheem Mostert, 26 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Corral here working from the gun. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Jags are going to have it here just past the 25. They declined it.
Makes no sense, right? They just gave up a big yardage play, right?
And now it's going to stand.
The only thing I can think, someone is mad at their own defense, and they're trying to teach them a really, really crazy lesson.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And Corral will throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Indy. 57 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Corral on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's brought down.
62 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Finding space at the 40.
23 yards on the play.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
From just shy of midfield,
Corral
forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
back to throw, Corral. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Fourth down, here's Corral.
Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. On third down, now the ball comes loose, and the Colts pick it up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their